Tungdil, come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you are finished with your story, you also have some questions.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your renouncement honors you, but to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourthling.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason: to stave off possible harm to our people.
You feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
What game is being played here?
Gandagar, as king of the fourthlings, is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Your plan has a flaw. Even if I were to line up, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendolin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
Why is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the fifthlings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf-haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
I understand why you want to prevent a High King Gandagar. He would be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not the king.
A problem that I am fortunate enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is a good dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good High King if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
What kind of contest would you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them, the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
All right then. I am ready to do it. But I will need all of your support.
You can be certain of it, Tungdil.
Belendalin smiles at you encouragingly.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon, and she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the outer lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire. I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation. Vrakas, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the secondlings can still accomplish today.
Ah, Tungdil, what is it?
The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar, but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep. When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Even one who wears the armour of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
What are you doing in here?
Ignoring your question, Bislipur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar has the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging him.
Proof? Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the Fiflings?
It is no secret that the elves are deceitful, and what could possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bislipper struggles for a reply, then lets it go.
And what if I don't withdraw my candidacy?
You wish to stand against your own king? A stray dwarf offending a deserving leader such as Gandagar through his claim? No one in the Brown Range will like that. Prepare yourself for life as an outsider among the fourthlings.
You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you.
Garen found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it. We don't know of anything else that could injure a demon. That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tundil Bolafar. The Council may now ask questions.
Bislipper?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
It's true. I have nothing to present to you regarding my lineage that would eliminate all doubt. But is that really important? Shouldn't my deeds count for more than my lineage? Let me prove what I can achieve.
As long as he's capable.
Well, when you put it that way.
Lineage is important.
And if you aren't capable of anything?
Yes, the dwarf from the Secondling Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
If we get drawn into a conflict against the elves, then we are no better than the Alfar who have fought with the elves for thousands of cycles.
He's right.
Well, of course we're better than the Alfar.
Outrageous.
Yes? Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
The Maga Andikai the Tempestuous translated the text, and she thinks we could kill the demon with Keenfire.
So, now we're going to listen to Magi? Are we to risk our lives in the hope that she translated this text correctly and isn't just following her own agenda? I thought it was the Magi's fault that we're in this mess in the first place.
I don't know if you can say that, per se.
Didn't this Tungil grow up with a Magus too?
Right, you can't trust the Magi.
It is their fault that the barrier fell.
I don't trust them.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe. And those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor. The result is clear. Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good.
Ha ha! Excellent!
Here's to Gandagar!
Long live our new High King!
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants. Are you ready? The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod-On.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislapur draws this one. Ha ha ha!
Yes. Luck.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him.
It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goimgar Shiverbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go! And come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdleguard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
The task is clear to the contenders? The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod-On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well...
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. If we do the same, nothing is impossible.
Hear, hear.
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdleguard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone, who brought Keenfire to life. One last masterpiece.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindil.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
You really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the Master of Beer and not the Master of Stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink. I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. I'm sure we'll reach the Fifling Kingdom before them.
We're not on the way to the Fiflings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdleguard since the Fiflings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Teonium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nod-On, and... Damn. Goimgar.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem-cutter's eyes, and for a moment, you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
I'm not interested in the title of High King. I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
After you have gathered together the materials, you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oromira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river, which falls as a waterfall here, hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mifadalia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Boindale strikes up song during your hike. You take the stonemason to one side.
Can't go on like this. We can't fight amongst ourselves.
Not in the way you might think. She was almost as belligerent as Boindale.
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. The constant bickering between Boindale and Bavragor.
something bad? And what now?
Vile creature! And again! Lovely take vile creature!
I got one.
Vile creature! And again!
Put up a fight!
A bit too for twos now!
Kill.
What's up? Disgusting vile creature!
I got one.
Disgusting!
Kill. Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Yes?
I got one.
Who's next? Vile creature! And again! Ha ha! Vile creature!
Yes?
And again!
Hey,
Who's next?
huh?
Huh?
Is it something bad?
What's up? What is it?
Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Yes?
Vile creature!
What do you want me to do? Hey! Is it finally over?
He already put up a fight!
Is it something bad? Hey! Hey! Oh, oh.
Ah, that was refreshing! Hey, here comes some more! 3, 4...
5 or 6? He means 5 or 600.
That's too many. To the city. Come on.
You flee towards Mithridania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him, and he reaches the gate first, hammering manically against it. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You push your way through the gate as the first orc arrows slam into the wood next to you.
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
That treacherous sissy, where is he?
Boendal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goingar. Weyon is well known for its love of the written. Weyon has many huge lakes, and is rich in a variety of fish and sea.
I am glad that the children of Vrachus are here. What can I do for you, sir?
The man tries to give off an air of normality, but he occasionally glances nervously over to the city wall.
This is the biggest human city I've ever seen, after Parista.
You haven't chosen a very good time to take a look at Mifadania, sir. And I don't just mean because of the orcs outside our gates. The winter is only just now retreating into the mountains. In a couple of weeks, it will be spring, and the city will burst into bloom.
The man glances at the city wall once again.
At least, I hope it will.
Have you heard any news from other lands?
Nodon is rampaging through the land with these are dark times.
You would have liked to have told the trader that, as well as trusting in the guards.
Farewell. The fabulous Rodario.
Cometh, dear spectators, cometh and see! Let the Theatre Curiosum, with its star actor, the fabulous Rodario, the mysterious Nomora, and the genius Magister Technicus, Fergas, now see and hear, dear spectators, the truth about Nudin the Knowledge Lusty, who disposed of the other Magi in a most horrifying way and plunged Girdlegard into disaster.
Girdlegard, it will be mine.
Not young? When you murdered Frala and the others...
To your horror, you realize that you can no longer talk. You feel a lump in your throat, and your eyes begin to burn, as images of the vaults and Synthoras appear in front of you.
I see that my first strike really hit you, Groundling. Oh, how they screamed. If only you had been there to help them.
Before you know it, you are overcome with hatred for those who destroyed your home and killed your loved ones.
By Vrachus, I'm going to kill you!
You might try to. And I will take great pleasure in your attempt. Who shall I pick out next, Who amongst your traveling companions means the most to you?
You don't want to take part in the Alf's game, and keep your lips tightly sealed, while you consider your means of escape.
This way!
Was that an elf?
If we're quick, we'll get that long ear yet.
Alarm! Alarm! The orcs are attacking!
Come, we must defend the walls.
Yes?
What is it?
Huh? Huh? Is it something bad? Hey!
Who's next?
Huh? Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
Too easy.
And what now?
Oh, yeah, wasn't expecting that, were you?
He hardly put up a fight.
Another one bites the dust.
Yes?
Too easy. Pow! Another one bites the dust. Who's next?
Oh, yeah, wasn't expecting that, were you?
Too easy.
What do you...
He hardly put up a fight. I didn't hit you very hard.
Finally over.
Very good. We're able to stop them.
Simple as. You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be saved.
To the side gate. It's our only chance.
Huh? He hardly put up a fight.
Is it something bad? Huh?
Vile creature. Oh, yeah, we're the one making that.
And again. Is it finally over?
Vile creature!
Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Put up a fight!
Kill.
And what
Yes.
now?
Yes?
Yes?
I got one.
And again. Huh?
And what now?
Is it finally over? Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Vile creature!
Ha! I got one. Is it something bad?
Huh? Yes?
What do you want to do now?
Kill! Vile creature!
I got one.
Hardly put up a fight!
Vile creature! And again! Vile! Vile
You weren't
creature!
expecting that, were you?
And again!
Is it something bad?
What's up? Disgusting!
A bit too much for you, was I?
Don't take it personally!
A bit too much for you, was I?
He hardly
put up a fight!
Very good. We're able to stop them. Simple as.
You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be saved.
To the side gate. It's our only chance. Uh-huh.
He hardly put up a fight!
Yes?
Vile creature!
Killed! What is it?
Yes?
What do you want me to do? Hey!
And what now?
Yes?
It's locked. We have to open it somehow.
Perhaps we can be of service, gentlemen.
Step aside.
Are you thieves?
Certainly not. We are artists. People with extraordinary talents. Say, friends, as you clearly mean to leave Mifadania too, would you have anything against us joining you?
The fabulous Rodario.
Oh, an admirer of my skills? Who would have thought it? I am indeed the one and only fabulous Rodario. This worthy gentleman here is Fergus, the best Magister Technicus since human thought. And last but not least, the enchanting Namora, whose beauty makes the mayor's roses wither in envy. Perhaps we should discuss the rest when we are out of this mess.
We have a long and dangerous journey ahead of us. I don't think you really want to join us.
An epic and dangerous journey? That sounds like an adventure. And anyway, I have already seen that you know how to handle those weapons of yours. In these dangerous times, a big travel group offers the best protection, don't you think?
I don't know.
The orcs are still surging through the gate and over the wall. You decide that this isn't the right time for discussions.
All right then, let's go.
Let's get out of here. We'll be safe with the firstlings.
The firstlings. The splendor of their halls is said to be unrivaled. And I have heard they have fascinating contraptions, Fergus, that are almost reminiscent of magic.
It's open, let's go.
In the evening, after your escape from Mifadania, Namora and Fergus exchange hugs and kisses.
We're far enough away from Mifadania. Perhaps we should part ways tomorrow morning.
Rodario jumps up, and
We don't have time.
a jet of
You're at the curious.
How are you doing for provisions?
We are happy to share.
Food is sure to be a problem on our journey.
We have to be frugal.
I must congratulate you on your skill.
Aha, thank you.
Don't mention them.
You've met Andokai the...
She ran away to the outer lands.
Adakai had her reasons to leave us.
Andokai, the bringer of hope.
Do you know anything about the firstlings?
No one has seen the firstlings for hundreds of cycles.
Our mission is to...
How could we not part
if we survive? Legends and stories.
You spend the night.
I also know...
She looks like...
Perhaps I really...
By the gods!
The all too familiar...
Yeah?
Vile creature! And again! At your service! Die! Vile creature! And again! At your service! Die! Vile creature! Yaha! And again! Yaha! What is it?
And quiet.
Who's next? Yeah!
What?
Wild creature! Kill!
Swift and quiet.
Die! What is it? And again! Kill!
Yes?
At your service. Die.
Good night.
Vile creature. And what now? Yeah! Killed! Another victory! Vile creature! Killed!
Yeah?
Vile creature! Metal force! Killed! Huh? Oink, oink, little piggies! Victory! And again!
What the hell were those things?
Goimgar carefully pokes one of the dead little creatures with his sword,
Have you never defended your past?
They are like little orcs.
while the others talk about Bognalim. You are walking past an inconspicuous copse.
A trap?
Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do on your own against 8?
You, come here.
What?
Brother, what are you doing?
Boindle, what's wrong? Come to your senses.
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum.
Even I am not that quick. I'm not quick. Patience, I'll be ready soon.
Going down to the sky.
Yes, so, yeah. Even I am not that
I'm
quick.
doing it as quick as I can.
I'm not that quick. Patience, I'll be ready soon.
I'm doing it as quick as I can, all right? Going down to the
Even
sky.
I am not that quick. So,
I'm doing it as quick as I can, all right?
patience, I'll be ready soon.
I'm not that quick. You're going to leave me here to perish.
Yes, soon. I need some assistance.
No sooner does the unknown dwarf fall unconscious to the floor than her control over your comrades disappears. You fetter and gag her until you know more about her sinister powers.
That was, I hope I didn't hurt you, Scholar.
It was as if in a dream.
Boindil goes over to the shackled dwarf and kicks her gently. You kneel in front of the dwarf and press your axe against her throat.
My name is Tungdil. If I remove your gag, will you answer some questions?
The captive nods, and you pull the gag out of her mouth.
Geralda is my name. It would seem I underestimated you.
You said something about scum when you attacked us. Has Nomura done anything to harm you?
Not her, but her kind. Alpha.
She is a human. She only acts at being an elf in theatre.
In the theatre?
Your powers, I've never heard of anything like it.
Neither have I. I haven't had them for long.
Did the Alpha give you these powers?
When I try to remember, it hurts.
Where have you come from and what brings you to Wayan?
I was on my way to the Free Folk. They are said to live in the middle of Girdlegard, without kingdoms or their laws.
The Free Folk? You mean dwarves?
Yes, dwarfs who have left their kingdoms, voluntarily or otherwise. Not everyone has a place in their kingdom.
You instinctively think of your own plight.
Don't believe this nonsense, Scholar. Enough talk. She is dangerous, probably crazy. She attacked us, we should put an end to her.
It's what you call amnesia, memory loss.
She's too dangerous just to let go, so we'll take her with us. Remove the fetters.
The female dwarf seems just as surprised by your decision as your companions.
Thank you.
You realize that your decision doesn't please everyone. When you enter the pretty little village with its richly ornate houses, you push your way through the crowd of people, and a man dressed in richly decorated...
That's a lie!
What evidence do you have against this woman?
We found the granary broke.
That isn't proof. You could tell us what happened.
My name is Tavia. No one accepted us in the north. But what should we grow if no one will sell us grain?
The priest glances briefly at the angry village.
The accusations are serious, so let's get to the bottom of the matter.
We have no doubt that she did it.
Dissatisfied, the woman is taken into a squat building. The priest is lost in thought.
I was wondering.
A good...
Supposing
Palan...
So,
maybe no one...
You nod goodbye. You enter the village's large... Several villagers. Work is in full swing. There are sacks piled. You look around for a...
I wouldn't recommend that.
The Magister Technicus has followed you.
One spark could...
I think we could...
You walk toward
Tungdil.
the Magister Technicus. You can't make out what it is. So you copy him and feel damp, rot...
What are you doing here?
Who are you? And what are you doing?
I'm allowed to be here. It's...
The rain has gotten here, the roof and the floor...
Those savage...
The wood didn't start to rot yesterday, good man.
The steward's face turns bright red.
Assuming the roof here has been leaky for a long...
The man wets his lips. The steward angrily blocks off. You enter the guardhouse.
Where have you taken the grain?
I don't know anything about...
Why did you come back to the village?
I wanted to negotiate with Father Malin.
We won't...
The woman...
We asked for...
A slow, ironic clap sounds.
None of what she said corresponds with...
Spit it out. Why did you... You had...
He
Morris...
What is...
How can I...
Who would...
You've stolen...
Disenchant... The priest is...
The roof of the granary is leaky. We saw some rotten wooden planks.
Again?
Did he? If he didn't...
Out of the question.
You nod goodbye. You enter Seaton. The priest is lost in... You nod goodbye. The priest. You nod goodbye. The group Giral...
Is that?
No,
And when the files...
I don't know.
Geralda play... You discover some...
They're coming out the holes.
You there, my bag! Over there! Quick! You'll have to smoke them out!
Grenades! Throw them into the holes. That ought to stop the little beast.
Who's next? Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Your demise was inevitable.
impressive, I must say. Let me out, my friends.
A pile of wood? Or is it actually a pyre?
Oh, thank you. Have you seen Helga? Helga? Helga!
A bowl. It looks as though things have been burned in it. Perhaps offerings for a deity. Dried herbs. Something's not quite right. All right. An improvised bracket on which you could hang something. Hello? I am Tungdil Goldhand. These are my companions, Boindil, Boendal, Rodario, Fergus and Namora, Bavragor and Goimgar.
Have you seen Helga?
No, we haven't. If you don't mind me asking, what is your name?
Call me Ensign and drop the pleasantry.
If I may, who is this Helga?
Helga? Helga is my wife.
You have a dark notion.
I wanted to thank you. Your grenades really helped us.
Grenades? Oh, yeah, no problem. And as if that weren't bad enough, along came the orcs and took me ox skull. Gosh! And Helga, well,
what brings you to these parts, then?
Aren't you here for the festival? The Blind Guardian, the statue, over there.
Do you know anything about a secret passage through the mountains?
Secret passage? No, can't say I do.
So what have you found out?
You see that statue? That's the Blind Guardian. You could, according to my research...
It should be easy to find an ox's skull.
Oh, it can't just be any old ox skull.
Is it this one here?
Stone that crows you already.
And what do we do?
Oh, that's simple. The ox skull must be set on...
Where will we find the Fire Eater bell, and what kind of a name is that anyway?
Varinciensis. I'll track you down to a collector who lives outside the city. The tower called Fire. The bell fell down and smothered the source of the fire. Now,
Varinciensis.
It would be best...
Vervain, doesn't that grow in Ergon? Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, yes!
You did lose. To begin the festival, we need the ox skull, the Fire Eater bell, and the Vervain, right?
Exactly. Then we need to set the skull on fire.
You're quite sure you're...
See you later.
Let me...
Henson.
Have you...
See you later, Henson.
Let me know if you say Elga.
As on the you
Some...
a two-store
Minstrel?
The old build.
Finally!
As much as...
But when you there are not. You go to the bar.
Say what?
Oh, once a so without.
And that. You know. Bavrigo. From far off front, I'll come. Namor.
Listen, try to sabotage their defense.
Namora and Radario rejoin. The old room.
Henson,
Have you found...
to begin the festival, we need the ox skull, the
eggs?
Your.
To begin...
Your.
See you later.
Let me know.
The size of the fields and the farmsteads grow as you get closer to Varenciensis, the old border city in the north. The old city wall is much too small for the size of today's settlement. Everywhere little cottages, and even the odd magnificent estate, extend beyond the wall.
The house that Henson was talking about must be somewhere on the south wall. We need the bell if we're going to open the path through the mountains.
You try to gain access to... You try not to show your disappointment, but Boindil looks at you curiously.
There are also books by dwarves and about dwarves in there.
A book about dwarves?
You follow the street to an estate on the south wall. The man gives you a fleeting glance.
Wait, I've been told you have a rare bell? Fire Eater.
The man pauses.
Fire Eater? How?
Before he can finish what he's saying, a red-haired woman, she scrutinizes you with greenish-blue eyes.
A man called Henson.
Henson? The vagabond that broke into our house? Now he's sending groundlings to a...
No. Henson is our adversary.
I'd like to get that ugly...
500 gold coins. All right, then.
The woman takes the...
hello?
Have you been duped? It dawns on you that you haven't yet seen the bell. The door opens again. The man of the house pushes out a wheelbarrow containing a large object in... In the middle of the path in front... Before you can finish what you're saying... Without giving it much thought, the two men turn around and...
Hey! Give us your provision!
We are seasoned dwarves and have killed hundreds of orcs. Do you want to see what Boindil here can do with his axes?
Your words seem to have completely floored the thieves. You give Rodario a sign. He nods. Namora follows the thieves, while you wait in the clearing. As evening approaches, a figure appears next to you from out of the darkness.
Namora!
Fergus jumps up, and moments later has embraced her tightly.
Were you able to find out anything?
They didn't detect me and led me straight to their hideout. I can show you. It's a cave some miles from the path. Almost 4 dozen people, men, women and children.
You nod. You have tracked down the thieves' hideout. You can make out a cave in the bank of it. Men and women jump as they notice you.
Who are you?
The man resembles...
I am Gerald, Tavia's brother.
Tabayin is a fertile country in the north. Gerald's...
They no longer recognize you.
You cannot bring yourself to quash the...
Your people had no chance of throwing us off.
What about Tavia?
Tavia was caught and is locked up in Seaton.
She can be glad they didn't just hang her from the nearest tree.
Tavia went to Seaton on her own initiative.
Our gold was... She took the whip.
What's wrong with the grain from Seaton?
We thought we finally had a change. It was clear...
The supplies and the...
Gerald...
You're in greater need of the grain and the supplies than the people in Seaton. Keep both.
Gerald stares at you. Only after a few seconds...
How could we ever justify letting people on the run die if we have enough to share ourselves?
You see tired but happy faces all...
We don't have much to offer you, but...
We wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, but...
Gerald nods.
We're in your debt. We'll send our 5 best archers.
So long, my friend.
You enter see the priest.
We have found the
Really?
We took care of the thieves.
The priest's eyes widen.
We have given the supplies and grain.
This is not up to you.
But we have this.
You You enter the... You go... You know...
Good day.
Get lost, Groundling.
Be quiet!
Pleased to meet you, Mr.
The leader of the
Otherwise... What?
You go back...
Here are 500 gold coins.
Nice doing business with you.
Bavrigo... The old ruins of Wackenstein appear before you. The old...
Fits like a glove.
Loud and powerful music follows the fog and the figures, crushing over your head in roaring waves. The force of the music clouds your senses, and it seems as if the statue of the blind guardian rises from his throne. You want to draw your companion's attention to it, but then you suddenly realize that you have a tankard of ale in your hand. You instinctively try it, and are happy to note that you haven't drunk such good ale since Ogre's death. The night becomes a colourful whirl of ale, music, dance and ecstasy. You can no longer remember why you're here or who you're celebrating with. For a few hours you forget what was and what is to come. You are completely in the here and now. You wake up the next morning. You're lying on your back and staring into a sky that is much too bright. You turn onto your side with difficulty and see your companions all around you, but no one else. The remains of a wild party, campfires, tents, and ale tankards are still there, but the magic has gone. You stand up, muttering curses, and try to suppress the taste in your mouth and the pain in your head. To your great surprise, you see that the stony figure of the blind guardian has revealed a tunnel that leads into the rock of the mountain.
If we go on now, we probably can't come back. The mechanism looks like it will close the pass behind us. We should be sure that we have done all we need to.
The victory over the orcs was hard fought. While you rest under a ledge at noon, Rodario and Fergus decide to go ice fishing, and the dwarves immediately pronounce their opposition.
Ice and water are both treacherous. They entice you to them. Before you know it, you disappear into them forever.
Like in a marriage, you mean? At first the woman entices you, but if you stay in her arms like a good boy, the good life is over all too quickly.
The good life, in which you go behind the backs of other men, get beaten up, and one day die painfully of a sexually transmitted disease.
All slander, my dear.
Rodario bares his teeth for a moment, and then follows Fergus to the shore.
He reminds me of a billy goat we used to have. Mounted everything that got in its way. One day he mounted a goat that was standing too close to a cliff. The two of them fell down the cliff in the best of spirits.
Your path leads you over a snowy, hilly plain, and as you scale a particularly steep hill, you falter. A crevasse opens out in front of you. You look around, but there isn't any point nearby where you could cross over the gap. You follow the course of the crevasse. After an hour, the end of the crevasse is still not in sight. However, you do find a cave that slopes down softly parallel to the crevasse. You are afraid that you might get lost in the ice cave and freeze to death in misery, but ultimately your curiosity is rewarded. You find, after an hour's search, a winding passage. You walk ahead with your torch outstretched and see a shadow in the ice. Something glittering in the floor grabs Goimgar's.
Wouldn't that be like tomb raiding?
Your companion doesn't answer.
It doesn't feel right. We'd best leave the shield with its owner.
You finally arrive at the entrance to a valley that curves its way towards Ironhald, the firstling stronghold.
We've done it! Get down!
Up there!
Run! I can't maintain the spell for long!
Put him on Goimgar's shield. To the gate. Quick!
As you approach the first gate, you see guards on the battlements. You call as you run.
By Vracus, we are dwarves of the kingdoms of the secondlings and the fourthlings. Open the gate!
Their leader gives orders that you cannot hear, but moments later, the gate opens up for you.
Report back! Man the walls and the defences!
The guards follow the orders immediately.
Who are you that lead the Alpha to our door?
How dare you speak to us like that? Dwarf who seems to have no name?
Boindale steps forward before you can stop him.
I am Boindale Doubleblade, a child of the smith of Barrowen folk. And that is my brother Boindale, who needs a healer immediately.
The commander pulls down his scarf, and his face leaves you speechless.
Only a dwarf could make such a fuss. Balander Steelfinger. I protect the main gate of the firstlings, therefore it is my duty to regard all guests precisely before I invite them in.
But you were a woman.
You have a keen eye, Boindle Doubleblade.
The tender features and soft fluff leave no room for doubt. A female dwarf is the commander of the guard. She gives orders for the injured Boindal to be taken care of. 4 dwarves pick him up on his shield, and Boindle follows them.
Stay with your brother. I will bring the rest of you to Queen Zamtis, where you can explain what you're doing here.
Come closer, and be welcome to the kingdom of the firstlings.
I am Tungdil Goldhand of the Fourthling Kingdom.
You introduce your companions one by one, not forgetting to mention the twins and the Mager too. You then explain the reason for your visit. You report on the advance of the Perish land, the death of the Magi, and the dispute about the next High King. The dark brown eyes of the Queen fix on you for a moment before she speaks.
What you report sounds very serious, Tungdil. You can be sure of the support of the firstlings. How may we assist you?
There is only one way to defeat Nodon. Keenfire. To forge it, we need the best smith your kingdom has to offer. Help us, and thus help your kingdom, my queen.
The Queen considers, then nods.
So be it. Could there ever be a better time to revive the old commonality of the kingdoms? Balandis here is not only my best warrior, she is also my best smith. She will accompany you.
Your eyes fall upon Balandis, and you notice the blood rushing to your cheeks.
I will do my best. You can trust in my axe and my hammer.
We must continue on our journey to the Fifthlings in the Grey Range.
Then I will show you the entrance to the tunnels. You will be in the Perish land within a few orbits.
You know the tunnels, but still the Firstlings live in seclusion.
Our isolation was self-imposed. My mother knew that the other kingdoms would not simply accept her as the queen. She wanted to give them time to get used to it.
Your Highness, in the name of the Council of the Kingdoms, I request that you send a delegation to the Blue Range to take part in the discussions. We all have a common enemy.
There has never been any enmity between my kingdom and the others. It was more neglected friendship and habit that has made us strangers to one another. As soon as you set off for the Grey Range, we will head east to see our brothers and sisters again. I will have rooms prepared for you and your companions so that you can rest. It has been some time since we have had guests, but we still know what hospitality means. Come to me when you are ready to depart.
Hello.
What is it, Tungdil?
It would seem that a lot of important positions are occupied by female dwarves in the Firstling Kingdom.
Is it not common where you come from that men and women share the duties?
Of course. Among the humans and the secondlings, the women help out in the house so that the men have time for their duties. That's how it is written in the books, too.
Here, posts are assigned according to the skills of the applicant, not gender. It's only natural that the most important posts are occupied by women.
She winks at you and gives you a knowing glance, although the whole thing still befuddles you.
What is it like living with the Firstlings?
I can't make any real comparisons either.
Don't expect too much.
I read that the orcs avoid the stronghold, as if there were a curse on it.
Even reading doesn't seem to be frowned upon among the firstlings.
See you later. Greetings, Queen Zamtis.
The Queen bows her head.
Please excuse me for asking, Your Highness, but how is it that a queen is sitting on the firstling throne?
The Queen smiles. She has clearly been expecting the question.
It began with an argument. My father valued my mother's advice. In the end, they agreed the other kingdoms...
Your Highness, with your permission, I will take my...
Of course.
Ah, Tungdil. I was wondering when you would pay me a visit.
I thank you, and Jeroen, you appeared at the right moment.
It was down to you. Your speech about the responsibility I owe to my realm. Lot Yonan was a good teacher.
Her face darkens when she thinks of her old companion.
There are 100 reasons that Nodon deserves to die. That is why I went back to the Secondlings and took another look through the books. I discovered a passage that said Keenfire can only take its effect against evil when it is wielded by a foe of the Undergrounders.
A foe of the Undergrounders? It's going to be difficult to persuade an orc to help us.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I think I might have an answer to the problem. The Alpha are also your foes, aren't they?
What the...
Half human, half elf. My mother bequeathed me her gifts and her weapons. I got very little from my father, but his eyes are an advantage.
We should keep your parentage secret, especially from Geraldo.
If what Nomura told me earlier is true, this Geralda could be just as great a danger as Nodon. She could take control of generals or kings, maybe even me.
You are aware of the danger.
And you're sure that only a foe of the Undergrounders can use Keenfire?
Anyone can use it like a normal axe, but only a foe of the Undergrounders can command its...
All right then. You will wield Keenfire in the battle against Nodon. But we're going to have to make it first.
You said it.
The actress takes her leave with a little nod.
How are things with Jeroen? Could you help him?
He's doing well. The firstlings have offered to improve his armor.
How are you and your powers? You look a little exhausted.
I won't lie to you.
Is that perhaps a way to weaken Nodon?
No.
How was Syntheras?
No, sir. Syntheras...
Take some rest.
The make... Geralda...
You don't like something? Yeah, well...
Geralda gives her...
You're not a bad... You said you want...
To be honest...
And where do I find...
Everywhere.
See you later.
Ah,
What?
Half elf. My mother...
We should keep your...
If you... Any...
All right. How... How... Is that... Take them...
Geralda...
You see... And... See...
It is simply legendary. No,
It's going to be difficult. It would appear you like it.
Huh!
Why didn't you say that Nomura is half elf?
If our spectators knew, they would run away screaming.
You have to admit that you already know.
Every step from here.
Of course.
There is...
And how was your new...
Good.
Do you already have a title?
I haven't...
I must go.
Rare.
Tungdil.
How is he?
He's lost a hell of a lot of blood.
The crazy glint in Boindale's eyes has given way to serious concern.
I'm doing fine. You must rest, brother. Stay on your back so the wounds can heal. Fortunately, he hasn't lost his pig-headedness. As long as he has that, he'll come through.
Boindale forces a grin, but you can imagine what he's really thinking and feeling.
I thought Antakai was going to look after him. Didn't her magic help?
We don't want her help. Magic is no use. And we certainly don't want anything to do with Samerson.
You know there is no point arguing with the twins about magic. There is too much of a fine line between conviction and stubbornness. Boindale would rather die than be healed by the Maga.
We'll have to go on without him. He won't manage more than 100 paces without dropping down dead the state he's in.
No! I'll manage, Scholar. Just give me 2 orbits, then I'll be fine. It's just a scratch.
Boindale tries to stand up, but he doesn't have the strength. You shake your head.
Stay here and recover, Boindale. We'll meet you again in time for the big battle against Nodon.
But where one of us is, the other is too. It is the greatest deed that has ever been carried out by our people. Oh. It would seem you are right, Scholar.
We'll be separated for the first time in our lives. I will miss you by my side in battle. The first 100 runts will be for you.
You will have to protect him and the others on your own now, brother. Don't take on too much, and rein in your frenzy. You must control your anger better than you usually do. Promise me.
I promise.
Tears run down the bearded cheeks of the two twins. They have never had to part like this before. The second dwarf stronghold you have ever seen also impresses you greatly. The firstling stronghold is very different to Ogre's Death, but you'd rather not say which you prefer.
What is it?
What the...
I eat.
See.
The inventiveness of your people still impresses you, and fills you with pride for being a dwarf. You guess that this water powers all the machines in the underground city. A masterpiece of engineering.
I shouldn't bother, Bone. I shouldn't bother, but...
You get...
I've gathered all of the metal we need for Keenfire. I'm ready to depart.
You nod and then look her solemnly in the eyes.
Once we set off, stay in the background, keep out of fights, and avoid all danger.
The female dwarf's expression darkens.
Shall we engage in a trial fight, Mr. Dwarf?
No, Bifracus. No, I know that female dwarves can fight. It's because of the axe. You're the only one who can forge it. If something happens to you, we won't be able to stop Nod On.
The face of the smith relaxes, and then a smile appears on her lips.
I can look after myself.
Greetings, Queen Zamtis.
The Queen bows her head slightly, prompting you to speak.
Please,
the Queen in the...
Is everything ready for our journey to the Kingdom of the Fifthling?
We have provided wagons for you and your companions. Are your preparations complete?
Yes, we are ready.
The Queen nods slowly.
May you succeed and return unhurt. Vrakas be with you.
The plains of Tabain are the most fertile in Girdlegard, and rightly give the kingdom its nickname of the breadbasket. The east of the land has been in revolt since the perished land advanced, and the peace seems to have broken in the heartland too, as a group of strangers crawl out of a hole in the ground.
Why don't we just look for a tunnel that hasn't collapsed?
And what if we don't find one? If we're overground, we at least know that there's a way, even if it's dangerous.
Rudeka,
if we are looking for somewhere to...
You follow,
We...
So yeah, that...
You give them after up the route. The no...
Here, the...
Star?
The big... Why you...
Here.
Well...
Once again... You awoke at...
By Rakus, if the Alpha are experimenting on dwarves, we can't just ignore it. We have to free the prisoners. We can't save the world if we ignore the suffering right in front of our eyes. We will help Geralda.
Boandal and the others accept your decision. Geralda nods at you gratefully. When you reach Acrehill, there isn't a single villager in sight. An uneasy feeling creeps over you, which finally turns into certainty when you see red paintings on the walls of the houses.
Alpha.
The pictures painted in blood. When you reach, as expected,
It was orcs.
You gather all the bones.
Ooh, do you smell that?
I told you you shouldn't touch them.
But I was hungry.
What do you need?
Vile creature! And again! Kill! And again! Another victory! Vile creature! He only put up a fight!
It was good training.
On again, little piggies!
Not well, yet lost.
Who's next?
And again! Your is inevitable. Fire! And again! Another victory! Vile creature!
Who's next?
Vile creature at your service! Another victory!
What is it?
Your demise was inevitable.
chaotic battle between the orcs, the undead, and you comes to the best possible conclusion. No one else is standing but you. You decide to have a little look around. The closer you get to the murky pool, the worse it stinks of decay and death. At first you thought it was only dirty water, but for as much as you can make out through the gloom, it seems almost black and has wondrous streaks. You discover a file that looks like the one Geralda carries with her. Before you can get a proper look at it, Geralda is suddenly standing next to you, and she wrenches it out of your hand. She turns it back and forth excitedly, but then disappointment spreads across her face. The container is empty. Without a word, she goes back to examining the surroundings. You tremble at the thought that you could end up the same way. You hope that one of your companions would have sympathy with you if you were to die in the perished land. It's a map of the surroundings. Not far from your current position is a place clearly marked with a red cross. Is it another orc camp, or even the Alfar camp? You mark the place on your own map. With the probable location of another camp up your sleeve, you continue on your way. With every day you get nearer to the Grey Range, and Geralda gets more restless.
Don't worry, Geralda. I just wanted to take a look around. We're still searching for the imprisoned dwarves.
The female dwarf looks into your eyes for a moment, then nods.
I cannot rest while I know that the Alfar are experimenting on our people.
You walk, you don't. Geralda, the feet over the neck. You reach the place that was marked on the Orcs map, and judging by the sight you are presented with, there is no doubt. This is where the Alfar did their experiments.
Dwarves! Oh, how glad I am to finally see members of my own race again. How glad I am to see anyone at all who doesn't want to kill me.
We're here to save you. We've heard that Alfar are experimenting on dwarves. Where are the others?
I am the last one.
There's me too.
You? Ah! So you escaped? Oh, I should have known it.
You're the firstling who set off into the kingdom of the Fiflings to find the sword Starslasher, aren't you?
Yes, that's true. Kazda Roughblade is the name, but how did you know that?
We found your notes in the Golden Well. We were hoping to find you alive.
I'm grateful. I was hoping that someone would find them in the worst case, and that I was successful. I found the sword and was on my way back from the kingdom of the Fiflings when the Alpha surprised me. They came in the night, and I had no chance to even defend myself. The next morning, I woke up in this cage. They wanted to do the same to me as they'd done to her.
Kazda nods in Geralda's direction.
But they didn't get round to that.
You and Geralda, you know each other?
She was already here when I arrived. The Alpha did experiments on her. They fed her with a tincture from this device, and then it was as if she was a doll. She had to follow their orders. They trained her in battle, and she could do Alpha magic. I swear it. But the last time, something was different. She fought against the orders of the Alpha, beheaded one of them in the end. She set me and the other prisoners free and ran away in the chaos. The Alpha recaptured all of us, apart from her.
Where are the Alpha? Oh, forget it.
Fought well and yet lost. What is it?
This was inevitable.
Little piggies!
That was good training.
Oink, oink, little piggies! Put up a fight!
Little forks.
He hardly put up a fight!
Yes?
Die.
Who's next?
What do you need?
put up a fight!
Fought well and yet lost.
Who's next?
At your service.
That was good trading. Fought well and yet lost.
He hardly put up a fight! Huh?
Yes?
Who's next?
Another victory. Critical force. Another victory.
I was hoping never to see a single Shadowmare again after Greenglade.
Good job, there was 2 of them then!
Let's have a look around. Maybe there are more survivors, or we might find out something about the potion that Geralda needs. The danger is over. Once and for all.
Now the horror finally comes to an end.
A rucksack containing everything needed for a few days in the wilderness and an exotic-looking sword. A rucksack.
They must be some of the missing villagers.
You wonder whether the Alfar killed them for fun or through their experiments. Even without having any knowledge of these things, you recognize a laboratory, similar to the ones you saw in Lotjonan's vaults. Only this laboratory seems to be portable, so that it could be taken with you on journeys. The containers are filled with blood, but it seems thinner and smells sweeter than it should. Even without... The elf has been beheaded. He is dead. And even the perished land won't be able to make him rise again.
Well, that's him. I remember now. He forced me to drink a potion. That's what gave me my powers. I killed him and ran away.
On closer inspection, you see a small rolled-up note in the elf's hand.
A recipe. If I had to guess, probably for Geralda's potion.
You have no idea what to do with... You don't wish to spend the night amongst the dead, so you set up camp a little way off. You decipher the recipe for Geralda's potion together with Andakai and Namora.
All in all, the equipment and the process is not hard to understand, despite being a little strange. And the ingredients take some getting used to, even for me. This black water and elf blood, for example.
Is this what gives Geralda her powers?
Andakai nods.
It gives her powers and makes her dangerous. What will she do if the potion runs out and she is driven to madness by thirst? She could force me to brew more and more of the potion for her and find a way to supply the elf blood that is needed for it.
Andakai's gaze pierces you.
I can mix a poison that looks just like her potion. She trusts you, Tungdil. If you give it to her, she will drink it, and we will remove an uncontrollable danger from Girdlegard.
That would still be murder. No matter how great a danger she may present, she didn't choose her powers, and deserves to live.
Andakai shakes her head in disappointment, but to your surprise, gets to work without another word. After 2 hours, Andakai comes to you and holds out 2 files that look exactly like Geralda's.
I stick by my opinion, Tungdil. You must recognize how great the danger is. The file on the left is the potion. In the other is the poison.
Andakai gives you the 2 phials.
Decide wisely.
Before you can say anything, she has already turned away and is marching at a swift pace towards Jeroen.
Tungdil, is the potion ready?
You only just managed to hide the phials from Geralda.
Yes, here is the potion.
You give Geralda the real potion, and she takes several large swigs.
Thank you, Tungdil. What would I do without... Ugh. What is that? It's burning! You've poisoned me!
You stare at the second phial in your hand, and then at the face of the dwarf, contorted in pain. With a final pain-stricken scream, Geralda collapses in front of you. As the others rush over, you are still standing there, frozen in shock.
She's dead. Take her away.
Without worrying about the objections of the others, Jeroen follows her order. Andakai grabs your shoulder and pulls you aside.
So you gave her the potion? I thought you would.
You swapped them, how could you?
You feel deceived, and anger boils inside you.
Be aware of who you're...
I was hoping never.
Good.
Let's.
A rock. The elf has been.
Arrest.
You have. You don't wish to spend the night amongst the dead, so you set up camp a little way off. You decipher the recipe for Geralda's potion together with Andakai and Namora.
All in all, the equipment and the process is not hard to understand, despite being a little strange. And the ingredients take some getting used to, even for me. This black water and elf blood, for example.
Is this what gives Geralda her powers?
Andakai nods.
It gives...
After
Tongue.
Sure, here's the potion. We followed the recipe to the word.
Thank you, Tungdil. Good night, Tungdil.
So you gave her the poison after all. It would seem I misjudged you. I shouldn't have swapped the file.
You swapped them? You were trying to trick me!
Be aware of who you're talking to, Tungdil Goldhand. We may be traveling together, but I am still one of the six. I have ruled over my realm for many years and made many difficult decisions. This was not one of them. She was a product of Alpha experiments and could have become as great a danger to Girdlegard as Not On. She must die, Tungdil. She is too dangerous, not only for this group, but for the whole of Girdlegard.
You leave the Mager with a cold glance and go and lie down, but sleep evades you. The next morning, you are the first to get up after a short night, and you go straight to talk to Geralda. Instead of the dwarf, you find a letter under a stone where she'd been sleeping. I overheard you and the Mager. I did not wish for what has befallen me. I can't help it. That's why I won't let myself be killed for it. Maybe we will meet again one day. Farewell, and look after yourself. Geralda. You put the letter into your pocket pensively. She has escaped. As night falls, you find yourselves on a hot mountain face covered in sharp crags. You would favor pretty much anywhere else to spend the night, but it is too dark to go any further. You are woken in the middle of the night by Boindle.
Scholar, can you smell it? There are piggies nearby.
You sniff deeply, but don't smell anything but the stench of sulfur. But you do see something moving in the shadows and are immediately wide awake.
Put up a fight!
Die? At your service.
Yaha! 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 Yaha!
Vile creature!
Another victory!
Yaha!
Yes?
Who's next?
Yes?
Killed!
Your demise was inevitable. Oh.
Yaha! 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 Ha-ha!
At your service.
Yaha! Ha-ha!
Oh. Your demise was inevitable.
And what now?
What is it?
What is it? He hardly put up a fight.
After the battle, you finally have time to catch your breath. You check the others one by one to see how they are. Bavragor seems out of it and is staggering with every step he takes.
Bavragor, are you all right?
Agonizingly slowly, he turns to face you. Blood is flowing from his mouth and through his beard.
I made a mistake.
All strength slips from his body and he falls forward. An arrow is protruding from his back.
Andikai, Bavragor has been hit!
You immediately rush towards him. Balandis, next to you, takes his hand.
Too late. The arrow was poisoned. I could feel it. I hadn't planned to return to the kingdom of the Secondlings, but I did at least want to complete my task to die in glory.
You won't die, Bavragor. Andikai, can't you?
You turn to the Maga, but one look at her face robs you of all hope. She shakes her head imperceptibly.
We are in the perished land, aren't we? Let me die. Then I can at least complete my task. My defiance will be stronger than the urge to do evil.
Before you can object, Boindil lays a hand on your shoulder.
You know yourself how stubborn we are, Scholar. We should grant him his wish. If he turns on us, then I will take care of him myself.
You've heard about dead dwarves on expeditions in the perished land defying the bloodlust for many days. But you want to find a better way. Bavragor's breathing is becoming shallower, until it finally stops completely. While Balandis is still sobbing next to you, the stonemason rises suddenly. His face is pale and his eyes seem empty.
Even death can't stop me. I told you, my defiance is stronger.
None of you really know what to say, and finally Bavragor compels you to continue your journey. You can see the inner conflict in the stonemason's face, and you don't know how long he can resist it. You continue on your way with an uneasy feeling.